Hey everyone, welcome to Downward Dog Rising. Today I'm going to show you a spinal articulating bridge which helps for spinal mobility. So it's different than stabilization of the low back. So I'll give you a bridge, hip hinging up first, and then we'll start to roll up and down through your spine using control and getting all the muscles around your spine to turn on. Okay, so let's get started by lying down on our mat. We're just going to peel down. Find your two hip bones. They face the sky. And then I want you to activate your deep abdominals so your core does the work. Draw into your center, and I want you to feel like your low back elongates into the mat, and then you're going to slowly find neutral. So you're going to exhale, peel back. Inhale, come forward. Your hip bones roll back, posteriorly tilt pelvis, anterior tilt. Your neutral is in between those two tilts, so your hip bones face the sky. Here comes your stabilizing bridge. Imagine a hinge in the front of each hip socket, and then you engage your glutes, you scoop your abdominals tight, tailbone stretches away, so you're elongating through the low back. Now just set the pelvis straight to the mat. So the hips go down, and now the hips go straight up, straight down. One more time, hip hinge, exhale, really stretch tailbone far away, and then lowering down. Okay, so now we're gonna tilt our hip bones back, and then we're gonna peel our pelvis off the mat. So you roll behind your sits bones, and then I want you to peel each vertebra away from the mat, making your way up to shoulder blade shelf. Feel how there's no pressure on the neck. Collarbones are far and wide. Now inhale and then exhale. Soften through breastbone. Roll down. Go all the way so that you go and tilt hip bones a little bit, anterior tilt. Find your neutral again. Let's do one more articulating bridge like that. So collarbones wide, use deep core, peel the hip bones back, press into your feet, scoop in, roll up. Just making your way through each section of the spine. Stop, feel collarbones nice and wide, tailbone long. Now exhale, soften, exhale. All the way down, excellent. Hug knees to chest for a second, just let your low back release. And then we're gonna place our feet back onto the mat. So, an articulating bridge is important for when you do exercises like in Pilates, a rollover. We need to be able to articulate our spine. So when you do a rollover, I just showed you closed chain, your feet were on the ground. So then if you wanted to do this without your feet being on the ground, imagine you have to be able to keep your back from arching. You're gonna roll up, use your core, no weight in neck, and then you're gonna take your feet hip width apart, flex your feet, take a really deep inhale here, and then the hamstrings lengthen to the sky. You scoop your abdominal wall deeply into your back. And you stretch the legs long, and then you can point your toes, stretch the legs away from your center, and then roll up, feet are hip distance apart. Bring the legs all the way together. Point your toes. Now inhale and trace all the way down through your spine. Exhale. You reach the legs down, hip distance, flex your feet, peel up and over, point your toes. Inhale, exhale. Stretch, 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 feet right over the eye gaze, feet over the face. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Soften through breastbone. All the way down. Good. Rolling off the mat here. So we do 3 and 3. And then let me have you come down with your legs hip distance apart. Point your toes. Come all the way up. And then roll down hip distance apart. Point the toes. Lower down. Come together. Lift. Reach. Flex heels to sky. And just feel that length. It feels really good. Rock side to side across the low back. Excellent. And then we're going to do a little back stretch. So I want you to have your palms face the sky. We're going to do a little cactus. We're just going to modify the stretch so it's not going to be a huge, big spinal twist. Crisscross your right ankle over the left knee. And we're actually going to go to the right this time. So we limit how deeply we do our twist. So you're just going to slowly start to rotate that knee. And I want you to keep your shoulder down back on mat. Just doing mild twist. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel space between ribs. Feel space between ribcage, hip bone. Inhale, exhale. Just want that back to release after you articulated your spine. Come back into the center. And if you uncross, maybe extend arms by sides. Just make sure you're straight, you're level, your pelvis isn't sideways or crooked. Your shoulders aren't over to the side too much. Now you're straight, crisscross, ankle over knee. Now we're going to open palms to sky, cactus the arms to the floor. And now let's just slowly start to swivel this left knee towards the ground. Keep your right shoulder blade along the mat. You want to feel like your anchor points that right shoulder blade. Feel this whole side of those ribs opening up. You might feel this right hip flexor stretch a little bit. It'll feel nice to get your spine to stretch apart. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel those ribs open apart. Two more deep inhales. Just let your spine release. One more time, deep inhale. Exhale, softly, gently release. Come back to the center. All right, next, I'm gonna ask you to turn onto your abdominals. So we're just gonna roll onto our abdominals. I'm actually gonna swing around this way. And then what I want you to do here, I want you to do glute work, I'm getting a cramp, hip extensors. Oh, my foot. Okay. So your hip extensor, we're going to work our glute at the top. So I want you to relax your forehead on the backs of your hands. And then basically, I want you to be able to extend the legs straight without moving your pelvis. So you're going to exhale. And you want to feel like your abdominals just really scoop in, lift into the length of the spine. 8, extend. It's not about height, it's about lengthening your legs. 7, Feel your glute turn on. Scoop your abdominal wall in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Good, last one. Switch legs, extend and reach. Tighten the core to your back. 9, reach. Turn the top of that leg on at the glute. 8, 7, your abdominals scoop in. 6, and 5, 4, abdominal wall just really zips up front. 3, 2 more, and last one. Now I want you to do a slight little turn out, so your legs turn out a little bit, like turned out position. I want you to feel how you're wrapping from inner thighs around to the outer hips under the glutes. Relax your forehead on backs of hands. Abdominals scoop into spine. Now I want you to do these little heel beats, little kicks, kicks. Squeeze your glutes. Tighten core to spine. Little beats. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Now, slowly just rock your pelvis side to side. Just wanted you to feel those glutes turn on. Now I'm going to ask you to roll your shoulders down, back, away from your ears. And then I want you to just elevate your chest, your heart away from the mat. Draw those elbows tight. Come back in. And I just want you to slowly elevate your heart from the mat, shoulders down and back. Open up those collarbones, use your core. I want you to strengthen your spine, create space for your back vertebra. And 6, 5, use your core. And 4, maybe inhale to come up a little higher. And 3, inhale, lengthen, exhale, down. 2 more. And inhale and exhale, last one. Inhale, rise up, exhale, come back. Now I'm not going to have you do swan dive, but I'm going to have you do rocking swan. So after you elevate up like this, you come down and then you stretch the legs long. So you inhale, you rise, you lower back down, and then you extend the legs. So you're gonna rock back and forth. 1, come down, lift the legs. Inhale, tighten the core, tailbone long. You're engaging your abdominals into the spine. Inhale to exhale. Abdominals pull deeply into your back. 2 more. Chest is open. Last set. So you rock up, come down, extend the legs. Wonderful. Chest is open, press into your palms, and we're just going to come straight back into our rest pose. So for your rest pose, take your palms to the sky and just bring those arms straight back behind you in your balasana. Relax your forehead into the mat. Feel how your sits bones pull straight back behind you. And you just breathe, release the back. It's like your breastbone pulls forward towards the mat. Your sits bones pull back away from you. Inhale, get those ribs to expand. Exhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. And 1 more time, deep inhale, deep exhale. All right, so now we're gonna walk our hands under the shoulders, rising up, head away from tailbone. Next, let's go ahead and curl the toes underneath us. And then I just want you to take a second and just sit right back over the feet so you could stretch. So we want to stretch the top part of our foot. The toes are the phalanges, the bones under the toes are the metatarsals. We're getting into that fascia. and the ball of the foot. Just take a second, breathe in, breathe out. Sink your energy into the feet. 2 more times, breathe in, breathe out. And last one, breathe in, breathe out. Excellent. Now from here, what I want you to do, we're gonna crisscross the ankles, sit back the hips over the heels, and then we're just going to open our heart for a moment. Inhale, and then just take arms to sky, do a little seated extension. Open, come back around. So you're elevating, collarbones wide. Exhale, circle around. One more. Lift and lengthen, circle around. And then I want you to create some distance here between rib cage, hip bones. Rising up, we're gonna hip hinge over the thighs, reach for the ankles. Maybe grab your pinky toe sides of your feet, pull your heart through the arms, and just let's stretch out Paschimottanasana. Let's get the backs of those thighs. Let's pull our low back apart. Just really stretch that spine. Those hamstrings can make our low back tight. So I wanted to get into your hamstrings a little deeper. Breathing in, breathing out. Really stretch your spine long. Reach over the front of those thighs.